The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome in to another edition of The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I'm your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day being awesome to give my little video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to dig it, give it a share. Make sure you're following me on any and all the social media, and you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button. That way you know when we're doing our live streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays. If you have a band, song, video, something you want me to check out, the best way to get me your suggestion, head over to the Discord server. Everything is linked down below. Over on the Discord server on the left-hand side, you'll see a tab that says YouTube Reaction Request. I don't know what else to do, man. So Ruthless Biscuit has put together a great online organized little section for me. So all you have to do is head to Discord, YouTube Reaction Request, drop in your suggestion, a little bit of info, and then a couple times a week I go through and just try to knock out as many as I can. So again, head over to the Discord server. Before we get started today, thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Today's video is coming from our lovely moderator, Ruthless Biscuit. She said, hey, it's been a while since you've done a Ghost video. So today we are back with the band Ghost, and we are checking out a track called Faith from their A Pale Tour Named Death. Dude, that is tough. If I had to cut that commercial, that would be 3 or 4 takes. A Pale Tour Named Death. That would be a quick challenge for me. So anyway, the track is called Faith. It is Ghost. We're checking it out on the Wyldeside. Sorry, I got to start this because I just had something in my head. A nun at a Ghost concert is still not as scary as an actual nun. So sorry. So theatrical. I love it. Introduce. That is a really sweet riff in that track. That is Ghost, Faith from a Pale Tour Named Death. That is going to be tough to say. I like Ghost. I call them progressive art metal is what they are. I love their theatrics. I think it's incredible. Their imagery and their performances are so overpowering sometimes. I love it. I think it's great to watch, drama club kids put together a great metal band. And it's not, I was trying to think like, dude, is that rhythmic metal? Is that like rhythmic industrial? Because there was a moment in the track where I saw somebody with a tambourine, and it's like, okay, dude, once you bring in a tambourine, you kind of make it a little bit more rhythmic. But for me, the star of this track, honestly, are those guitars. Wonderful layers, because this is what we're talking about here is layers, just layers of sound. The keys and the drums and the vocals have this wonderful harmony and connection throughout the track. But man, you want to talk about that guitar player grew up listening to 80s metal, bro. That's because those solos, time machines. They were time machines, but not out of place. So the overall vibe is just really fundamentally familiar. When you listen to the song overall, you're like, it's there. There's a taste, there's a flavor, there's a color spectrum there that is very warm. They're warm colors. And I know that I may be going against the grain here when I say this, but music is supposed to create positive feelings in you. Even though you may be depressed or it makes you sad, feeling anything is good, right? And they brighten it with those vocals and keys and even the drum and the bass, building those bridges throughout the track together, and especially when they would do their time changes. So the bass and the drums are creating this really cool foundation. But for me, the real epicenter of the track is that tone that the guitar player is playing. I don't know how many people understand how cutting that tone is. It goes through any pretense you have about, well, I don't know the band, I don't know the song, I'm unfamiliar with the genre, whatever. The tone in that guitar, Red sees everything. Just parts it and says, you know this. You know this. This is hitting a part of you that you don't control. And I've said this before, the two things you don't control as a human, what makes your foot tap and what makes you laugh. You don't. You're not in charge of your sense of humor. You're not in charge of your music taste. That's why I believe there's no such thing as a guilty pleasure. Because if you like it, you like it. That guitar, those guitars, and even the harmony, and if I'm not mistaken, I said this before about them, I enjoy a dual guitar wield. From Judas Priest to Leonard Skinner. I like a good dual guitar because when guitars harmonize, no matter what the genre, if done properly, it sounds fantastic. There's depth, there's texture, there's richness, there's a brutality to it, yet within the brutality is a beauty in its harmony. And like I said, it goes through everything, and you walk away from it saying, I know that. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm familiar with that. I'm warm to that sound, even though it may be new for me. I'm still attracted to it. There's still a magnetism to that tone. So well done for tapping into that. And that comes from influence. That comes from growing up hearing it and it being a part of who you are. So it's naturally sounding. There's no force to it. There's no ragged edges to what they're doing. Very clean sound. It's one of the things I like about this band. And it comes with and I think it has a lot to do with the theatrics, with how their presentation is. They're not They're not robotic, but they're clinical. So very clean, very sharp, yet smooth. You know, I say this a lot of times, you know, there are no sharp edges to this. There's no jaggedness to it. Nothing is making the drum rattle. So nothing's off. All the colors flow properly through that spectrum to create that overall aura around it that provides the energy that is your connection to it. So when you make a connection to a song, believe it or not, you're adding an instrument to it. You're adding a hopefulness, a joy, a love, an appreciation, and that creates a positive listening experience. So it adds to what you're already hearing. It's just absolutely fantastic. I've always said that about Ghost. No matter what the song sounds like initially, they're really good about weaving in and out of these colors and creating these structured layers that when you finally get to the end of the track, even though it may be the first time you hear it, it's a song that feels like you've known it for quite some time. And that's what makes a song or a band impactful, is being able to create that in you with something new. When you take something that's brand new and fresh, and yet you come away from it going, wow, why do I feel like I know that? You know, it's like deja vu to the metal ear, you know, kind of a thing. So thank you very much, Tria, for the suggestion. That was Ghost Faith. If you have a suggestion for a band song video that you would like me to check out, get over to the Discord server right there on the left-hand side. YouTube reaction requests. Just drop a link with a little bit of info. I'll try to get through them as quickly as I can. And honestly, the Discord server is the best place for all things Wyldeside. Everything you need to know is right there on the Discord server. Everything is linked down below, including how to become a Patreon member. Help the channel grow, better equipment, better content, etc., etc., etc. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Thank you to all of you for taking time out of your busy day to hang out with us on the east side of Nashville. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this has been The Wyldeside.